Hello and welcome. You are watching Checks and Balance. My name is Sahil Murli Meghani. PM Modi took part in his first press conference in 8 years. Taking unscripted questions from journalists is the most basic act of accountability expected from the top leader of the world's largest democracy. But standing next to US President Joe Biden, Prime Minister Narendra Modi answered the first question asked to him with a lie. He outrightly denied that religious discrimination ever existed under his government. So in today's video, we are giving you 9 pieces of evidence to prove that PM Modi lied to the world. Over the last 9 years, India has witnessed several incidents that have raised concerns about religious intolerance and communal tensions. Here's proof number 1. In September 2015, the Dadri incident shocked the nation. A Muslim man named Muhammad Akhlaq was brutally beaten to death by a mob over rumors of consuming beef. As a reporter who covered this incident and its fallout on ground zero for weeks, I recall reporting on how announcements were made from the temple. Take a look at this interview I did with the village priest, in which he told me how he was forced to make cow slaughter announcements from the temple premises. I remember Muhammad Akhlaq's son, who was in the Indian Air Force then, telling me how he felt betrayed and defeated despite serving the country. 8 years later, the attackers have yet to be convicted. Did you forget about this, Prime Minister? But we won't let you forget or get away with this. Proof number 2 that PM Modi lied. Within 1 year of Modi government, not just Muslims but even Christians came under attacks. Early in 2015, several attacks on churches were reported in Delhi and several parts of India. These incidents targeted religious minority communities, raising concerns about their safety and religious freedom. Here's proof number 3. That year itself, 2015, we saw the rise of a phenomenon called cow vigilantism. From 2015 onwards, individuals, mainly Muslims, were targeted and attacked by self-styled cow vigilantes in India, resulting in violence, lynchings, and communal tensions. Month by month, these incidents kept increasing. In 2017, 55-year-old Pehlu Khan was lynched to death by cow vigilantes. Look at this interview I did with his son Irshad Khan on Twitter back then, who too was beaten up along with his father but survived. Read his words. लाठी बेल्ट हॉकी से मारा. भीड़ ने बोला इन मुसलमानों पर पेट्रोल छिड़क कर आग लगा दो. तब तक पुलिस आ गई. Look at this photo I took of Irshad at the graveyard where Pehlu Khan was buried. It's right outside their house. Till date, whenever the family steps out, they are reminded of that tragedy by looking at that graveyard. Hope it's also able to refresh PM Modi's memory, as he seems to have forgotten about these heinous acts of religious discrimination that took place under his government. Here's the 4th proof that PM Modi was being dishonest. Several states in India have introduced so-called Lodgeghad laws aimed at regulating interfaith marriages. All of these states are ruled by PM Modi's Bharatiya Janata Party. What is Love Jihad? It is the name given up to an imaginary conspiracy cooked up by PM Modi's BJP, in which Muslim men seduce Hindu women in order to convert them and turn India into a Muslim majority country. Now, this term was born out, of course, by Islamophobia and used to target and punish interfaith marriages. Official discourse around these laws is used to target religious minorities, particularly Muslims, raising concerns about religious freedom and individual rights. Dear Prime Minister, again, what is this? The 5th proof that PM Modi lied is the trend of bulldozer politics. Last year, ahead of the UP elections, the BJP projected Yogi Adityanath as Bulldozer Baba, using demolitions to project his rough and tough image. Soon this model was replicated in other BJP states like Madhya Pradesh and BJP ruled civic bodies like Delhi. Now, whether it was Madhya Pradesh Khargone or Rohingya settlements in Delhi's Jahangirpuri, the maximum brunt was borne by members of the Muslim community. What also matters is the context in which these demolitions took place. All these demolitions were preceded by incidents for which the BJP's ecosystem had blamed Muslims. And then these demolitions were presented as sabak or punishment to Muslims by the BJP-backed right-wing ecosystem. If this is not religious discrimination, then what is, Prime Minister? And how can we forget about the Citizenship Amendment Act, CAA? That's the sixth piece of evidence that PM Modi blatantly lied. Under India's original non-discriminatory Citizenship Act of 1955, citizenship of India was given to those fulfilling certain domicile or other conditions. Refugees in India were eligible irrespective of their religion or country, provided they had entered India lawfully and were living here with valid papers. What Modi did in 2019 was to waive the requirement of lawful entry for refugees who were not Muslims. How is this not religious discrimination again? And who says this will not affect Indian citizens? For example, an Indian woman married to an undocumented Muslim man from Bangladesh will have to live in fear of her husband being deported, while one married to an undocumented Hindu refugee would not, as Modi's CAA would allow him to become a citizen. And since we are talking about CAA, let me very quickly spit out some hard facts. Over 3 years after it polarized India to dangerous levels, jailed and killed so many Indians, where is CAA? It's in cold storage. The Modi government has till date not even framed rules for the CAA to be implemented. And it's been over 3 years. 40 months, and to be precise, roughly 1300 days and counting. We are counting, Prime Minister. Clearly the intent was not to help refugees. The real intent was politics. The real aim was to drive the point home to BJP scoreboard bank that look, Muslims have been shown their place again. Because if the intent was to genuinely protect persecuted Hindus, these 800 Pakistani Hindus who had come to India in order to escape religious persecution didn't have to return to Pakistan. As per this report, they had to return to Pakistan because they weren't given Indian citizenship. Now take a look at this official document that we have taken out for you. This is the Modi government's written reply in the Rajya Sabha in December 2021. On scanning this, we found that in 4 years between 2018 and 2021, 8,224 people applied for India's citizenship, but over 5,000 of those applications remained pending with the Modi government. And here's the tell-all figure we found. We found that almost 80% of those applications came from Pakistan and Afghanistan. So much for the tall claims that Modi government keeps making about protecting Hindus and Sikhs of Pakistan and Afghanistan. Prime Minister, log kapdon se nahi, action se pehchane jate hain, and your inaction speaks louder than your words. The seventh proof is how PM Modi's government has ignored and worse, even rewarded communally charged remarks from top leaders. These divisive comments have come in from Home Minister Amit Shah, UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath, two more ministers in PM Modi's cabinet, Anurag Thakur and Sadhvi Niranjan Jyoti, and BJP's two members of parliament, Sadhvi Pragya and Sakshi Maharaj, and a BJP MLA from Bihar, Hari Bhushan Thakur. Now watch this quick montage of those remarks targeting Muslims by these top guns of the BJP and ask the Prime Minister then, what have you done about these leaders from your own party? Do you still want us to believe that your government does not discriminate against people on the basis of religion?
अब्बा जान कहने वाले राशन हजम कर जाते थे.
बटन यहाँ बाबतपुर में दबे, करंट शाहीन बाग के अंदर लगे.
ये आपको तय करना है कि दिल्ली में राम जादव की सरकार बनेगी या हराम जादव की सरकार बनेगी.
क्योंकि मैं गई थी, ढांचा तोड़ा था और मैं भव्य मंदिर बनाने जाऊंगी. बिल्कुल
देश के गद्दारों को पीछे तक आवाज आनी चाहिए.
दिल्ली की जामा मस्जिद तोड़ो, अगर सीढ़ियों में मूर्तियां न निकले तो मुझे फांसी पर लटका देना.
It's pretty rich for the Prime Minister to claim that there is no religious discrimination in a country where these leaders are rewarded with top ministerial portfolios, the chief ministership of India's biggest state, and membership of India's parliament and legislative assemblies. And why would the Prime Minister take any action against them? His own record isn't exactly a bouquet of roses, right? And that's our 8th proof. How PM Modi has actually led from the front when it comes to making divisive remarks targeting Indian Muslims. Watch.
सीट भी ऐसी जहां पर देश की मेजॉरिटी माइनॉरिटी में है। अगर कब्रिस्तान बनता है तो गांव में स्मशान भी बनना चाहिए। ये आग लगाने वाले कौन हैं? वो उनके कपड़ों से ही पता चल जाता है।
Finally, the 9th proof that's been given to us is by another chief minister of Prime Minister Narendra Modi's Bharatiya Janata Party. And this proof is important because it's coming just a day after PM Modi made that false claim. Look at this tweet put out by Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma. While responding to a tweet about former US President Obama's criticism of PM Modi, Himanta profiled Obama as a Muslim by intentionally omitting his first name and instead mentioning his middle name Hussein. In the same tweet, he issued a veiled threat to take care of Hussein Obamas in India. We know who is he referring to, right? Dear Prime Minister, your government wants to ban fact checkers you don't like. But who needs fact checkers like us when you have leaders like Himanta Sarma fact-checking you within 24 hours? The credit goes to you, Prime Minister. The political impunity and reward system that you have set up in 9 years for those who make anti-Muslim remarks has emboldened individuals like Himanta to indulge in this dog whistling. However, this time it has blown the whistle on your big lie in America, perhaps while you are still in the country. As they say, you reap what you sow. Abhi bhi samay hai, there's still time. Thanks for watching. Please do share this.
To receive instant updates on all videos from The Wire, click the subscribe button and hit the bell icon. Pay to support independent journalism. Click the link in the description and choose the amount you want to pay.